Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon. In this video, I have a big surprise that I want to share with you that I came home to yesterday, and I'm still a little bit like, okay, wow, all right, well, life, that was an interesting turn, and I accept. Okay, cool. So where do I start? How do I say this? So I came home yesterday and the dogs were acting a little weird. The first thing I noticed was that they came down to the gate when I came in. Normally they wait up to the house, but it's almost like they were so excited they ran down to meet me at the gate. I was like, okay, oh hi kids, okay. And they came up and I could hear Mama's tummy grumbling, so I gave her some food. I put the food down and she just looked at me. She didn't touch it. She just left the food, which is like, that's really weird. That's not normal. And so, okay, I was just like, all right, something weird is going on here. And so I started looking around, and lo and behold, I found something very surprising, and I'm going to show you what that is. So let's go. Hi everyone, good morning, good morning. So we got Stella here doing her thing. Oh, and we're about to do a little bit of a painting project, so stay tuned. I'll show you that. Hi Annie, good morning everybody. So here we are, beautiful day, Hummingbird Valley. Whoa, it's been raining a lot. I need to finally bring in my dish towels, but here's the thing that I found that I want to show you. So here is my surprise. This little lady, having just given birth to some little puppies in my yard. So that happened. And so I had seen this dog. In fact, when I came back from my trip from the States, I had seen her like resting in the shade under the banana trees in my yard, and I was like, okay. There's a hole in the fence, and I've tried to repair it many times, but it's just the dogs always find a way. The dogs always find a way to make a new hole. So anyways, I don't want any more dogs, and so I was purposefully not feeding her, but I was also like, okay, but she's pregnant, so it's like, and then the past couple of days, now you know that maybe you saw my videos recently, there's something I wanted to tell you about, but I wasn't, so this is what it was. I was having a little bit of a dilemma about it, of okay, this girl, this mother, she's super pregnant, she looks, and she's here in my yard finding safety, finding a safe place to be. You know what, she's probably gonna come here to give birth. And so I was a little bit conflicted about it. I was like, oh gosh, what do I do? Do I try to do I try to close the fence and being like, no, not here, go find someplace else, or do I just kind of let her do it, knowing that this is the safest place around here for her. So I called Aaron from Perros Libres, and I was like, Aaron, here's my dilemma, what do I do? And he said, listen, we've done this before. What you do is let her have the puppies, give her a safe space to have the puppies, and let the puppies get to a certain age where they can be separated from their mother, and then we'll take them at the dog sanctuary. So it's okay, all right, cool, here's a solution. So yesterday when I came home, the deed had been done, and it was all right, well, here we go. So yeah, Marnie, she definitely came to me, and and I'd been seeing her the last couple of days, and I've been sensing, my intuition was telling me oh, this is happening, and before, weeks and months before, I'd seen this dog, and sometimes they would come in, and I would shoo them away, and this time, we saw each other, and I could just feel her. I could just feel her asking me please. I could feel her asking me please, can I do this here? It's yeah, there was just, I don't know, there was a communication that was happening between us, and I think she understood that I'm a safe person. So I sent my landlord a message this morning. My landlord is not a fan of me having a lot of dogs here, but I didn't want to hide this from her. I didn't want to get into this game in my head where I'm hiding and explaining myself. So I just said, look, this is what's happened. I came home, found this here, talked to Aaron. I will give the puppies to the sanctuary when they're old enough. In the meantime, I'm going to help this mother. And then, when this is all done, we can really finally just work on fixing the fence. So, yeah, Sharon. So also this is a really good example of why we need the dog clinics here, because the dog population is out of control. Now there are 5-6 new dogs in this ecosystem where the system is already really heavily taxed. Like, the dogs that are here are already having a hard enough time. Oh, and I wanted to give you an update. So you guys, we together on this channel, we support the Dog Clinic Initiative with our friend Daisy, who has a nonprofit organization which is currently undergoing some changes, which we'll talk about later. But so with the donations that we receive, we hold a clinic and we sterilize up to 40 animals in one day. I know we've been doing it in San Marcos because we haven't had a good location here in Sununa. Daisy just bought a new building, this old hotel, which now we're going to be using it as location for our dog clinic. So the next one is coming up on the 31st. So I really need you guys to show up and help out with this clinic. Now, aside from doing the dog sterilization, we also buy dog food. And so I have, from the last month, we provided dog food to the street corner. So I've seen this dog at that street corner. Mama and Bronco come from that street corner. There are a lot of dogs at that street corner. And so the woman, Ariam, has been receiving the dog food. Now, a little bit of a challenge I'm learning, because we gave dog food to another family, and they did it for a while, but after a while they're like, no, we don't want to do this anymore, because the dogs become a little bit of a nuisance. Here's like an open food source, and then the dogs come in, and then they're pooping, and it's just like, it becomes messy. So I was talking to Ariam the other day, like checking in, like, how are you doing? How's it going? And she expressed some I want to help the dogs, but this is becoming a lot of work. So right now I'm trying to figure out what is the best system to create to empower local people to take care of the animals, and also make it so that they're willing to take on that responsibility. So I'm exploring the options. Would it be beneficial to just start paying her because it's a job? Her job is now to feed the dogs in the street corner and put up with the nuisance and clean up the poop and kind of just handle it. I've been cautioned that we don't want to just throw money at it. So I'm open to different ideas of how to make this work, and also how to make it sustainable. So I don't know. I don't know right now. But I want to, just say thank you to you guys, because you guys are having a direct impact on the quality of the life of these animals here in Guatemala, in this little village where we live. Now, I'm hoping to be able to build a relationship with this dog Violet, such that for one of the future clinics I can take her to go get spayed. And I regret that it hasn't happened already, because now I have 6 puppies. Now I have 6 puppies. They're not my puppies. These are not my puppies. I'm not going to keep these puppies. These puppies are going to go to the sanctuary, but I am going to take care of them for now, and I'm gonna let her stay here for now. Brianna, you've been in this situation, yeah. So that said, also, what this also means for this channel is that we're gonna watch some puppies grow, inshallah, God willing. We're gonna watch some puppies grow. We're also gonna see more of what the dog sanctuary is doing and how they're helping animals like these. Stella, you're the cutest. You're literally the cutest. So anyways, she did have her, Sandy. Sandy, come on down. If you want a puppy, come on down. I'm handing out puppies. I'm handing out puppies, at least in a couple weeks. So in the meantime, So now, without further ado, let's paint. Let's paint some shit. Oh yeah, I can't really like my boogies tee. So this was given to me by, look, it has my name on it. It was given to me by Tammy Clark, who came for the retreat and who's a dear friend of mine. And yeah, it's an honor to wear the Boogies t-shirt. It's her restaurant in Del Norte, Colorado. So yeah, the dogs find me. You know what? Oh my God, Cheryl dumped a big dog and ended up 14 puppies. Oh my God. Missy, I think they're about 5 or 6, you know. I'm not, like, so right now what I'm doing for her is I've, like, brought her food, I'm bringing her water, you know, I've, like, blocked the thing so she can feel really safe and enclosed. The good thing is it has a roof, so it'll protect her from the rain. You know, I wasn't sure, like, because I kind of sensed this was going to happen. I wasn't sure where it was going to happen, you know, because there's a lot of rain. It's the rainy season. It's like monsoon rain. So it's like, it's probably, like, is it going to be under the banana trees? Is it going to be under, like, where do I have to, like, you know, like, okay, nature finds a doghouse. So there we go. Okay, Carol, just for you, but I'll show you guys again, but I want to, you know, I want to give Violet a little bit of space, because, you know, so we'll be really quiet. Hi, honey. She's got a little bowl of food right there. Okay, honey. So we got this little basket here to really block her and help her feel just kind of safe in there. So yeah, so this is going to be a puppy yard for sure. So that said, hi Michelle, hi honey, hi Amy. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure that they're okay. I'm gonna make sure that they're okay while also holding that I do not really want puppies. All right, Life. I see you, Life. I see what you've done. Yeah. Elizabeth Sparks, if you want one, come and get her. Come and get him. So I think what you'd have to do if you wanted to come down here and get a puppy, legitimately, you would have to take it through Mexico. So you'd have to go on a adventure. You'd have to go to fly to Guatemala and do a road trip through Mexico to the United States, because you can't import dogs from Guatemala to the United States, but you can go through Mexico. So just saying, if anyone's up for adventure. Okay, without further ado, let's paint some stuff. So these are my spice. Okay, cambia el tema, as we say, to change the theme. So these are my little spice jars, and I've noticed that I've had them on the sill, and as I've added the next one, the top row is catching the direct sunlight in the afternoon. So I want to block the direct sunlight, because the direct sunlight on your spices can kind of like kill the volatile oils and kind of like the good stuff, and it's not so good. Direct sunlight breaks things down. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna paint some little jars. So wait, what did you say? Let me see that. Diana, I feed her 3 times a day while she nurses the puppies. Take out if you're with them. I have a foster dog with 5 puppies and fed her. She can stay healthy. Just some advice. Wait, feed her 3 times a day while she nurses the puppies. Okay. I've already fed her twice today, so I'm just gonna keep it coming, however much food she wants. And then right now I can't touch her, I can't move them, I can't do anything, because we don't have any kind of relationship. I mean, we've had a relationship from afar. I've kind of seen her from a distance, but yeah, I've been actually trying to keep her out of here. Bismillah. Oh, yeah. Anyways, oh god, I love painting so much. Whoa. So that'll be like a little fun addition to the story, right? That's a fun thing we can look forward to, where we've become custodians of puppies on this channel. My goodness, how did that happen? I'm sure that's what my landlords will want to know. I messaged her, I let her know what's going on, you know. Which, you know, I think is a big difference, because in the past I think I would have hit it, but now I'm just like, no, here's the situation. If you want to get rid of these puppies, then I suggest you come over with a machete and you do it yourself, because if you set them out, they're not going to make it. So, you know, I didn't say that, but I thought about saying it. If she, like, gave me trouble. Okay. We'll see. We'll see what happens. And that's kind of like my attitude on this. It's like, okay, let's do the best we can. Let's do the best we can and see what happens. Amy says, if you need advice for puppies and mom, tell me. Okay, Amy, sure. Oh, hi, Jenny. Nice. Cool. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Nice. Smashing balloons full of paint is the bomb.com. Yeah, that sounds great. Well, Carol, yeah, she told me to get a dog, but she's actually specifically told me not to feed, like, the other dogs that come around, because I think she actually talked to the girl at the place where I was staying, where I met Stella, who, you know, the dogs came around, and she was actually really not happy about it when she came back, which, sorry, dude. But I wouldn't have Stella if we hadn't done that, so it's kind of like a trade-off. So she said, you know, you can have a dog, but don't like feed all of the dogs that come by, like one dog. So I'm technically not even really supposed to have Bronco and Mama, but they're not my dogs. They're just friends. And yeah. And listen, I tried to fix the fence. I asked her to fix the fence when I moved in. I asked her about 3 times if she would help me fix the fence. Didn't. And then dogs came by, and I did my best to not feed them, and then I became best friends with them. So, you know, it's really hard for me to deny my love for dogs. Vicky, yeah, spray paint would be easier. No, I don't, but I should. I wish I did have spray paint. So what I'm starting with is just like a layer of silver, and then we're gonna add the blue and the green. Also, oh yeah, oh hi Chantal. Yeah, Bronco and Mama are fine. Mama was just like weird when I came home. Like, they were both weird when I came home yesterday, and then it was like, oh, it's because we have puppies now. And like, they know, I'm sure they know this girl, the girl dog, because the Mama dog, because they all live at the same street corner together. So it was interesting, because I've noticed recently that Bronco Mama and Stella have started doing something that they never did before. They started leaving food in their bowls. Normally they would eat all of their food very voraciously, but recently they started just leaving food in their bowls. And I was like, that's really weird. Are you getting food someplace else? I guess they are with the street corner lady, maybe. But now I'm starting to think that maybe they knew that that Violet had been coming by looking for food, and they were leaving food for her because they knew she was pregnant. So I'm wondering, like, could that be true? You know? So. Oh, ooh. You can dip or fill a plastic bag, layer of paint, and jiggle around, then drip dry in the sun, but they shall be beautiful no matter what they get painted. Yeah, you know, Jenny, what I'm thinking is I'm doing this first layer, because it's glass, you know, and then I can paint on top of it once I get this, like, first layer done. So, yeah. I'm excited. I'm gonna go see my local mom and dad today. My friends who I sat in the ayahuasca ceremony with the other day. I'm gonna go visit them. I love them so much. They're like my family here. And then I'm gonna pay for this necklace. Maybe you see me wearing this necklace. I got this actually in the morning after the ayahuasca ceremony. This is like my graduation gift to myself. Oh, hi Tammy. Maybe they're full. What's full? Yeah, so I gotta go pay the girl for the necklace, because I still haven't actually paid for it. So I'm gonna go visit mom and dad, go bring my sister some cash for this necklace. I'm also getting a new tattoo, which I'm excited about. Yeah. Oh my God, Elizabeth, you're right. You know, and I was just thinking, like this is the last time that I'm living under, I mean, inshallah, God willing, this is the last time that I'm living under someone else's, like, rules, that I have to, like, ask permission or worry about, you know, what my mom thinks about what I'm doing. Oh no. Yeah, and so I'm excited about that. You know, I'm excited about having my own space finally, and just, like, yeah, just being able to be an adult in my own space and make choices and deal with the consequences and hopefully not start a dog sanctuary because hi Alexia, you missed my last lives. How am I? I'm doing great. Just got back from the States a few days ago. Had an amazing ayahuasca ceremony that really just like opened so much. I'm singing more than ever. I'm playing my ukulele. I feel like my voice is open. And you know, here's an interesting thing. So like in the ayahuasca ceremony, I had such a vocal activation. My voice opened up and I sung more beautifully than I've ever heard before. And then the interesting thing also I've noticed since then is like, since then, I've also been speaking more clearly and more assertively. Like I came out of that ceremony and I straight up went in the next morning in conversation. I went to this girl, actually the girl I got this necklace from, and I had to clear something up with her. I had to clear something up with her from last year that I had been kind of holding on to, something that happened in my mind, but that affected our relationship, and I've been holding on to it, and I've been meaning to talk to her about it, but I just never did. I was shy, or I avoided it, because it was kind of a difficult conversation. And then after the ceremony, I went up to her, and I just like told her, I just like said it, and it was out. And then I had something this morning, I had to tell someone something a little bit difficult, and in the past, I kind of would have shrunk and hid from it, but this time I was like, no, here it is. Here's the truth. And then even with my landlord, in the past, I think I would have hidden. I would not have told her this. I would have hidden away because I would be afraid of like how she would react and what she would do. But this time I was like, nope, here's the situation, here's what's happened, here's what I'm going to do about it. Just so you know? So I definitely feel that I'm at this like awesome new chapter. Oh, that's a nice one. Where I feel, like really open and in a way that I didn't before. And then, oops. And then, in terms of my land, I'm having a meeting with Ashley and Dijon, the designers, tomorrow? What day is today? Tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm having that meeting, and I'm super excited. We've been going at a very, very slow pace on the land, which is much better than going too fast. Going too fast is actually what I was doing. Alexia, I don't know if you saw that I had started work on my land, which it's been a year now since I bought this land here in Guatemala and started this adventure, this earthy adventure. Thank you, Lucy. Yeah, Tammy! Woo! Shout out to Tammy Clark. She gave me this shirt. This is the Boogie's Restaurant t-shirt from her restaurant in Colorado. Tammy, of course, came to the retreat and has just become a very dear friend of mine over the year. Tammy, how long is it? A year, 2? Year and a half? I don't know. Anyways, what was I saying? In terms of the land, it's been a year now, and we're moving really slow, and that's actually a really good thing, because I did start, after the permaculture course, I did start doing some work with the guys from the farm, but we had not done the design process together. We had not gone through this process of really clarifying what I really want, and we just, like, it was in a way, it was kind of like a favor to the workers who had just finished another job and just needed work, and so it's like, okay, we'll put them on your land, and it's like, okay, we'll just do some like earthworks and terracing, but there was no, it hadn't been clarified of like how big the spaces would be, what structures are going where the paths are going to be, like basic design stuff. So after 3 weeks of working with this small group of guys from the farm, where also I learned a lot about expectations with people working with you, boundaries. They left a lot of trash. One guy was drinking, so I have some really clear boundaries moving forward. No drinking, no trash. So that was an example of us moving too fast. It's like, okay, let's just do something. Let's just get it done, right? Without really having the clarity of what we were doing. And then now, I've been sinking in with Ashley and Dijon into a much more slow, thoughtful, deep, reflective. Ooh, oh, hey, Whitney, you're making your fire ciders. Whitney, oh my God. I was just tasting the fire ciders that I made before I left. My Jesus, they're so good. And you want to know the best one? I put sauerkraut in the fire cider. Combine the power of sauerkraut and fire cider, and like, whoa, it like blew my mind. It was so good. I was like, I drank it and I was like, excuse me, what? What? So I'm actually really curious, because I need to look deeper in my fire cider book, but I wonder if anyone has been doing that. I mean, it must be. I cannot possibly be the first one to put sauerkraut in fire cider. But Whitney, if you've been making the sauerkraut, then throw some of those bad girls into your fire cider. You'll be amazed. I'll be amazed. So anyways, so the land, I'm having a meeting with Ashley and Dijon tomorrow. We're making progress on the design. I'm really excited. We chose a new place for where the house is going to be built. I showed you that in another video I made the other day. The video that says about my land after the rain. Hold for sneeze. So yeah. So all of the progress has been inward progress and inward work, and I'm so glad that I made all of this inward work, because now what I'm doing on the outside is just a lot more, yeah, just like fulfilling and radiant and like aligned, you know? Ooh. Oh, Nicole, you're scared to try your fire cider from March and your 4-year-old currently has COVID. Nicole, smash that fire cider. You smash that fire cider. That's the best thing you can give yourself right now. Don't be afraid. It didn't go bad. In fact, the fact that you left it since March is like, it's probably amazing as hell. So go for it. That's the best thing you can do for your immune system. In fact, you want to know a cool thing? So, have you ever heard something called Four Thieves? Like Four Thieves vinegar? So in the Middle Ages, there was the plague. The plague was like wiping through Europe and killing everyone. Like COVID times a million. Like 1 in 10 people died. And it was highly communicative. It was very easy to catch the plague. So in one village, they noticed that the graves of the plague victims were being robbed. Someone was robbing the graves of the people who died from the plague. And at first people are like, well, you know what, whoever's doing it, they're gonna die soon enough, because if they're robbing these plague graves, they're gonna catch the plague and die. But the interesting thing was that it kept happening. This person wasn't dying. For some reason, they seemed to be immune from this plague, from the plague, right? And so they were like, oh, this must be like a powerful magician. This must be like a powerful person who's able to like overcome and not be taken down by the plague. Like, oh, and they were actually a little scared of him. And then finally, they caught the guy. And it turned out it wasn't just a guy, it was 4 teenage boys. It was 4 teenage boys who had been robbing these graves. And when they tried it, like, what was their secret? How, you know? And so finally, under the threat of being hanged, they got them to admit that the thing that they were doing that was allowing them to come into contact with the plague and not get sick was that they were relying on their mother's herbal formula. Their mother's herbal formula, which was essentially fire cider. It was a mixture of herbs, including sage, rosemary, thyme, lavender, garlic, onion, apple cider vinegar. So the fire cider stopped people from getting plague. So honey, if you are in contact with someone with COVID, if you're afraid of catching COVID, smash that fire cider, baby. Do a shot in the morning, do a shot in the evening, do a shot whenever you feel like it. That's going to be so good for your immune system. It's like the best thing. In fact, I brought the fire cider with me to the States, and I was fine. Bye. All right, let's see. Oh, Whitney. So, okay, guys. So I've made fire cider videos in the past. You can find it on my page. You can find it on my Instagram. It's probably easier to find on my Instagram. You can also just look it up. You can also get Rosemary Gladstar's Fire Cider book, which gives you over 100 different fire cider recipes, including the Four Thieves recipe that I just told you guys about. The internet is a wonderful resource. Google will tell you. YouTube will tell you. Like, You know, I've said it before. A lot of times, the things that I speak about, I'm handing you a breadcrumb, right? And that breadcrumb will lead you somewhere if you follow it. I am not the end all. I am not the end of the road, but I am a resource for you on your path, and also I'm a resource to like expose you to different things. But then it's up to you to follow the breadcrumbs and do the research and show up and put in the effort and put in the time to educate yourself. You know, it's like sometimes people are like, oh, I can't do that, I don't know how to do that, and it's like, bruh. Just stop. Just stop this story. Stop, please, for the love of God, please stop singing this story that you're powerless and that you can't, and you have no way. When it's like, dude, just Google it, eh? Spend some time. You know, when I was getting inspired to start making these videos online, you know what I did? I had many nights where I was up till about 3 o'clock in the morning watching YouTube videos, learning how do I make videos online. So when people tell me like, oh, I can't, I don't know, I don't have, all you're telling me is like, I believe that I can't. Not that I can't, I believe that I can't. Because you could believe that you could, and then you would, and you would do it. You know, so I'm here just to be a voice to remind you that you're a powerful being. You're not a victim. The world is not out to get you. It's not against you. In fact, there are so many divine forces that are literally conspiring in your favor. And they're like, when is she going to wake up? When is she going to ask for help? When is she going to look up and see us here? You know? So, yeah, I did a step-by-step video on Firesider. I did one right before I left for the States. I'll do one again. In fact, I want to start another batch. I have like three going right now in nice big jars, and I think I have about maybe 2 more weeks till they're ready. You want to let them sit between like 3 to 4 weeks. I mean, the ideal would be 40 days. Like 40 days is a really divine number. It's like $40 for a heroin addict's daily dose, right? Or 40 days for like redemption. 40. What a convenient number. What a convenient number, kid. Bah, stories about the times I dated a heroin addict. What a convenient number. Sure, baby, I'll take care of you. Ugh. Well, that's how we learn. Bah. Yeah. Oh, Lorene, I love you too, honey. Yeah, I'm getting a new tat. Just a little one. Just a little one right here. The morning after the ceremony, my friend Annie, she was doing a tat for a girl who was about to leave. And I saw part of it and I was like, oh, yes, I want that. Actually, I'm getting 2 new tats, but one today, but one not today. I still need to contact the artist who did my hummingbird, and I'm doing a wolf. I'm going to get a big wolf right here. The wolf is a really powerful energy. It's very nurturing, it's very protective, it's very grounded, it's very like earth element. You know, so I'm in this process right now. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you may know that there was like a mermaid phase. It's definitely a hummingbird phase. Yeah, that's good. I like to be able to see it. Hummingbird phase, and then now I am moving into my wolf phase. 4 feet on the ground, baby. Nice, yeah, Marinelle. I saw Wendy. Yeah, you know, here's the thing. Like, I trust Wendy is on her path, and you know, we don't need people to rescue us. I think, you know, we can step in and, you know, give some like comfort and support and some words of guidance. But you know, each person has to do their own work. You can't do it for them, and you can't save them from it. You know. Yeah, Rebecca. You know, Rebecca, it's interesting. One thing I've noticed is, like, I really like painting things more than I like painting pictures. Like, more than I like painting, like a canvas. Like, I don't enjoy that as much as I do painting objects, like trees and little jars. Human. So again, I'm doing this because I want to keep the sun off of my spices, because that will degrade the spices faster. So what I do these are the spices that I leave out on my kitchen counter. I use them most frequently in my cooking and making teas and how I take care of my body. Now, you're going to keep your herbs and spices the longest if they're kept in cool, dark places, preferably in glass. So what I do is I have under my kitchen counter, I have the cabinet there, and I put the spices, the herbs, in bigger jars there, and then I put a little bit of that into these small baby food jars on the counter. So the main mass is in the cool, dark place, which is really important for your spices. Just going to keep them out of the sun, and so that's why we're doing this activity right now, to paint them, because I have these on the counter. I noticed that some sun was getting on them in the afternoon, so I just want to stop that from happening and protect my little spices. I'm wolfing my spices. Gotta protect them.
This is a reminder. Make lunch.
Okay, good timing, because Alexa just reminded me it's time to make lunch. So,
Make lunch.
yeah, nice. Hi everybody. Okay, so we'll finish this last one, and then I was thinking of making some lunch before I go over to Mom and Dad's house. Kobe and Ananda. I did my yoga teacher training there. I did my sacred space training there. They're like, that's where I started singing. I started singing at their house, and they're the ones who really encouraged me and affirmed me in the way that I really needed. And yeah, it was cool. I brought my ukulele the other night to the ceremony, and I got to play. And afterwards, like, the look on Mom's face, she was just like great job. Just like, that's what I needed all along. Just that little bit of encouragement, you know? So, acetoma, sagamaya, tamsoma. Dark paint will absorb more sun if the jar's in the window. Yeah, Sarah, so that's why I'm going for the lighter colors. So this is just like a white silver. And then, yeah. And then I got this like blue paint. I also got some green paint. I also got some pink paint. So they're gonna look like, I don't know. All right, let's see. If anyone try? Why don't we do another coat? Yeah, yeah. Of course, Donna. You knew she'd be okay. I knew she'd be okay too. You know, I tuned into her video she made this morning. She's all smiling and happy. And it's like, yeah, girl. She took a day of silence. She took a day to herself to feel her feelings. It's amazing what can happen. And just so you know, like because I watched her video and said, oh, Erica said this. I said some things, but I didn't tell her like your life is ending. I didn't say that. You know, I said it sounds like you're going through like this part of the cycle, and it sounds like you need to like go within and like really sit with yourself, and you know, turn off the internet and stop just take a break and be with yourself. You know. So I'm looking forward to seeing her and seeing what clarity she's arriving at. So while trusting that she's in the perfect place, and here we go. Looking good, looking good. Yeah, I found my soul family for sure. Oh my god, oh my god. Yeah, I definitely have a sense of like tribe here, of like-minded, beautiful people who are, reaching for their highest self, you know? Living, loving, learning, singing, dancing, being open to new ideas, new ways of doing things, you know? I mean, that's so much of the journey. It's just keeping an open mind. Just keeping an open mind, that's it. Spirit, God can do wonders in an open mind. But it's much harder to work with someone who's really closed and set in their ways and fearful and is unwilling to budge, you know? It's like the angels, I'm sure, you know, like they're willing to help anybody, but you know, you gotta be willing. You gotta be willing. So anyways, so guys, if you're just joining this video, my big surprise is I have puppies. I have puppies. I came home yesterday and I found a mother dog hiding in the dog house just down there in the yard, having just freshly given birth to a litter of about 5 or 6 little puppies. So, so that's going to be an interesting adventure. We'll see what happens. Aaron over at Paris Libres, he says that he'll help, and the best thing to do is to let them get old enough to be separated from their mother, and then they can go over to the dog sanctuary. So in the meantime, we're gonna have some really cute little puppies. It's great. I mean, we'll see. You know you're an adult. You know you're an adult when you're not like, yes, puppies, 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 and you're like, wait, this is a responsibility with consequences. So I'm definitely in that. This is probably like the most adult thing about me, is that I don't just automatically want puppies. It's a big change, man. So we showed the puppies at the beginning of the video. So if you want to see, I don't want to put Miss Violet under too much stress, because I think she's still like, you know, she's processing a lot right now, and I think we don't know each other very well yet, so she doesn't quite know, you know, she's still scared. She's still scared. I mean, she's used to people not necessarily being very nice, so, but she's safe. She's safe. As long as my landlord doesn't, I don't know, we'll see. But I sent her a message. I let her know. I'm being very transparent. I'm being very honest and very assertive about it, so we'll see what happens. What you making? Yeah, Rachel, so I'm painting my little spice jars, because they're on the counter where they're sitting. They're getting some sun in the afternoon, which is not advisable for the freshness of the herbs and the spices. You really want to keep them out of the sun. So I am painting this to give them some protection from the sun. All right. A little kelp. Great. Nice. So if you want to see her, if you want to see the pups, if you want to see the mom, I would say go back when this video is over. Just go back to the beginning and you can see it then. Because I just, yeah, like I said, I don't want to stress her out. So we'll see what happens. If you want to come down to Guatemala and have an adventure, get a puppy, come on down. You'll have to do a road trip through Mexico, though, I believe. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Did you end up keeping that puppy that followed me home? No, Marika. No, of course not. No, I did not. Why would I keep that puppy that followed me home? That sounds like a horrible idea. Especially because I have puppies. I have enough puppies. I'm not trying to get more puppies. Why would I? Why? No. It'd be a horrible idea. Strain the fire cider. Oh yeah, good question. So yeah, so you can strain the fire cider and then separate the solids. And then what I have done is I pulverized them in the Vitamix, and then I created like this sauce. So it's like, so you can still use the vegetables, but you know, get creative with it. You don't have to throw them away if you do compost them. But yeah, you can also use them creatively as like a condiment, you know, because they're still really tasty, and they're just essentially like kind of pickled. So they'll add lots of flavor to your food. Put them on a sandwich, put them on just like a little like spoon on top of whatever you're eating. Yeah, get creative with it, you know. But they're good. They're good. Yeah, but otherwise you'd want to strain it out. And actually, like one thing I was looking at, a tool I would love to have in the future is a press. So you put all the stuff in, and then you and press it down, and then it squeezes all the liquid out. And so that would be a really great tool. If I were living in the States, I would be ordering that stat. But didn't have space in my luggage, and it was kind of like I didn't really think of it till kind of last minute. So So if anyone wants to bring me an apple press, I'd love it. Just saying. It'd be great. All right. I'm just going and doing the second coat, and then we're gonna go make some lunch. I probably will stop the video because I get a little bit of a headache from talking so much. Okay, looking good, looking good, looking really, really good. Okay, got a few more. Let's see. Cool. All these spice jars seem like a lot of work. Too many can't Amazon sit there, beautiful spice rack. Yeah, you know, Rita, it's cool. You know, it's cool. I like my little baby food jars. I also like that I'm reusing something. You know, I'm not just, you know, granted, I order a lot of stuff on Amazon. But what I like about these is that, yeah, I can just get more at the market. I can get as many as I want. It's cheap. I'm upcycling. I'm preventing things from going to the landfill. You know, I'm doing it myself. I'm making it my own. And what's cool is in the future, I'll probably end up making a spice rack that is specifically designed to hold these baby jars. So, yeah, it's like the journey that I'm taking, you know, instead of just, you know, that, I mean, that is a big difference between America, living in America and living here. It's like in America, you can just order it and it's done. It's instant, right? But here, it's like, you know, it's like, it's slower. There's a process. If you really want something, like, you might have to grow it yourself. You might have to find the guy who's growing it. Like, I would love to get a local sheepskin, and, like, I'm going to have to go to find that fleece. I ordered one from Amazon. It's great. I love it. I love it so much. And I would love to have, like, another one, like a house one, and one I can, like, take out, you know, to, like, ceremony and such. And, like, one that's, like, a little cleaner. So I was realizing, it's like, okay, if I want to find, like, a nice fleece, I have to literally go on an adventure to, like, find the farm, to, like, find the guy, to, like, find the sheep, to, like, meet the sheep, and, like, go through this whole process. So, you know, on the one hand, it's, like, definitely harder, but on the other hand, it's, like, the quality of the experience is so much different. Like, the quality of this experience, like, many of you were watching the video when I found these jars at the market, and remember how excited I was, you know, when I got to give business to these little kids that were running this shop. This little boy and girl, you know. So I mean, that's something that you can't just buy on Amazon. Don't get me wrong, love buying things on Amazon. I think I may have bought too many things on Amazon. Well, no, while I was in the States, I bought quite a bit. But so balance. I think balance, love and balance are always the answer. Love, balance, and good boundaries. It's typically. And God. No, whatever your problem is, God's the answer. And then it's love, balance, and boundaries. Okay. I think we did well. Are we good? Yeah. So I'm going to go make some lunch, and I'll come back and I'll do another layer on these. But I think we're in a really good place here. So I left some space so I can still kind of see what's inside. But it'll be blocked from the sun. Okay. Francine. No, she's not in the bodega. You know, originally I was thinking that she might be in the bodega, and I left the door in there, but then some dogs came and freaking, like, chewed open the box of dog food down there. So it's like, all right, cannot leave this door to the bodega open. So where is she gonna go? Where's she gonna go? Banana trees? No. And then Eureka, of course. The dog house. The little house for the dog with a roof. Ouch. So she's in there. Ah, out of here. That's not her. So other dogs come in. So I'm still gonna be pretty strong to not let the other dogs come in as much as possible, but Miss Violet here has the exception. So. All right, guys. Oh, these! I have to show you these. I made these last night. I'm really excited. We'll end on this. So here are my little babies. I planted these before I left. Oh, little babies. So I've got some chard. I've got some, I can't remember what it is. I wrote it down. These are calendula. These are sage, basil, and some hummingbird flowers. That'll be fun. And then, yeah, Colleen, she does. She has plenty of food and water. So these I made last night. And this is super easy, and this is going to be super special. In fact, I was inspired by something I call her Mom, because she's like a really loving, supportive, nurturing, healthy, happy, joyful mother figure here for me and her husband, Kobe. I call him Dad. In fact, when I was in the ceremony at their house, and I had a moment where like I had to go outside and just get some air, and I was just like laying down by the fire pit, and when I got up, I was like, whoa, it was really hard to walk. So I was just standing there, and I was like, okay, do I try to like drag myself back through the darkness in the mud, or Dad, Dad, I'm coming, honey, I'm coming. And yeah, and Kobe came and just like, here, honey, and just like helped me get back to my seat, because it was dark, and yeah, and it was just like, it was an intense ayahuasca experience. Normally you have your cushion, your seat where you stay, but you can get up and you can move if you need to, if you want to. And I just, yeah, after some really intense processing, I just had to go outside, and so I did. And then Dad was there to help me get me back safely to my little seat. And so anyway, so I was talking to Mom, and she was telling me how she was in the States, and she loaded up on all these like really nice oils for her face, including a rose oil. And I was like, oh, that sounds really, really nice. And I'm like, wait a minute, I just got a bunch of rose petals when I was in the States, and I learned how to make this oil. Oh, she's out. She's out. Mama, you have water. Did she not see her water? She's okay. We're gonna have to. Look, here's some water. I'm gonna put your water right here. Okay. Let's check on the puppies. Oh yeah, she knocked over the water. Okay, we'll put the water right here. I had put water here for her, but she knocked it out. Trying to get out. Okay, that's okay. So let's just look in here. Oh, look at this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 puppies. Okay, so she's got food. All right, there we go. Yeah, she probably just needs to get out. I mean, she's probably some air, so good. Okay, so now she has a water. She has that space. I think the puppies will be fine. Oh, little puppies. Hi, little puppies. Hi, little puppies. Okay, so guys, this is also a great reminder, because we have the dog clinic coming up on the 31st. Actually, we're going to do 2. We've decided we're going to do 2 clinics. We're going to do one here locally, and then one in San Marcos. One at the beginning of the week and one at the end of the week. So we're going to do a fundraiser that's going to pay for both of them, plus dog food. So when that comes up, please help out. This is why. So this, as you'll see, these are rose petals, and then I put them in. Yeah, exactly. It's way less. If you buy rose oil, it's for your face. It's super expensive, right? But if you make it, it's not. So I use grapeseed oil and rose petals So I'm doing this one, and then I'm also, here I have calendula. So you've heard me talking about calendula before. This is a really wonderful medicine for the skin. So so I'm gonna let they sit in the sun for 4 to 6 weeks, and then I'm gonna use them. Oh, and I got some cacao butter. So when this oil has, so what's happening is I'm creating an herbal infusion of the grapeseed oil. And then I'm going to combine that. I'm going to make a salve using some cacao butter and some lavender essential oil. And I'm going to make a really, 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 really nice face oil. And then people will be like, oh, you're so pretty, you're so pretty. And I'll be like, I got roses on my face. I got roses on my face. I got roses on my face. Yeah. So again, if you want to learn, if you want a good lesson on how to do this, get Rosemary Gladstar's Herbal Medicine for Beginner book. Oh, there's my sheepskin. This one. You see, I was just going through it on my bed. Oh, love this. I'm super into this book right now. Oh, High Vibe Tribe members. We're going to be, on our next Zoom call, we're going to be doing some readings from this book. So if you want to get a copy, I highly recommend it. Get the pocket version. So this is the Rosemary Gladstar's Medicinal Herbs, a beginner's guide. And so she has so many recipes, so many descriptions of plants. So here's calendula. So, yeah, calendula oil. So this is what I'm making. And then calendula salve. Here's Rosemary's famous face cream, which has calendula oil, which is what I'm making, cacao butter, coconut oil, beeswax, aloe vera gel, water, and lavender oil. So I think that will be pretty sweet. So yeah, that's the book. All right, guys. All right. So we'll end here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being with me. We'll see what happens now. We have puppies in the adventure. And you know, everything you say and do has meaning. I'm telling you, everything you say and do has meaning. I'm telling you, everything you say and do has meaning. I am telling you it's true, truly lovely, living kindly is truly amazing. Our puppies keep on changing. Shira, Jerome, Shira, Jerome, Shira, Jerome, 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 Jerome. Okay, Amy, for you. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be. No, where's my book? Hold please. We'll do it proper, like, oh, I gotta cook lunch. Okay. Ba chuche anaka sheko yana kai chanaka kuka weka kisichas. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Amy, this is for you, honey. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in the hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of Ba. You know what I mean? Alright, I love you guys. I gotta go make lunch so I can get over to mom and dad's and pay my sister for this awesome necklace that she made that I got as my sort of graduation gift for my ayahuasca ceremony. So, you know, this necklace, if you see my videos, there's kind of like a before and after. You'll know. You know, also, you know something I was thinking? Because I made that video yesterday and I told you guys a little bit about my land story. I also have to thank ayahuasca for the land because it was from an ayahuasca ceremony that I got the idea of like, wait a minute, I should buy land and build a home. Now, granted, at the time, I thought I was going to do it with my partner, and then that didn't end up panning out. But it was never meant to be with my partner. It was meant to be on my own as an empowered woman who can't even get a necklace off. Jesus. I'm so empowered right now. Oh my God, I'm like so empowered. I'm so empowered. So empowered. I'm so empowered. I'm so empowered. There we go. So yeah, so I got this necklace as my little graduation gift. Isn't this so pretty? So I've got the green tiger's eye. It's wood. I'm gonna ask her what these are again, but yeah, and then regular tiger's eye. So, and some beads, some seeds from Mexico. So yeah. Oh, and then a nice little labradorite pendant here. Isn't that great? Alright guys, I love you all so much. Remember, the link to the gardening course is still up. There is a code for a 10% discount, Erica Love. So if you want to learn, like I'm learning, how to become an earth warrior, protector, steward, badass ninja who can grow your own food and medicine, check out that course. It will teach you the philosophy, the things that you need to know in order to work with the earth. So there are two courses. There's the gardening course, there's the composting course. There's also a bundle where you can get both of them. I highly recommend it. They have given me access to the courses. I'm really impressed. The quality is beautiful. And yeah, actually I'm really excited to keep watching. So even though I took the course, I feel like I need to like keep learning, you know, because you can always learn more. So, so yeah. Thanks for being with me. I love y'all very much. Have a beautiful day. And I will see you soon enough. Woo. Love you guys. Bye. I know, neither did I. I didn't know there was such thing as green tiger's eye. But you know what? I read yesterday that it has to do with Taurus and like settling in and like land and like luxurious touch and like butter and like grounding in and like rooting down and like knowing what to do, that sort of thing. And it's like, that's perfect. That's exactly where I'm in. So this is my Ava Rose. This is my Ava Rose Earth Fairy necklace. So, oh, hi Chanda. Hi honey. All right guys, love ya. See you later. Have a beautiful day. You're the best.